it's Rob. Welcome to Horsehead Bookends. Now, this is the first addendum to my top 10 board games of 2019. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the games I didn't like, some of the ones, and some of the ones I didn't get a chance to play just because time ran out for the year, but ones hopefully that I will be playing a lot in 2020, even though they're not going to make it a list for the end of 2020. Let's get started with my disappointments for 2019. This first game, I'm not going to talk a lot about it just because it's not a bad game. I just personally didn't like it, and that is Wingspan. There was something about it. It's gorgeous, everything is nice. There was just something about it that just didn't click with me, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I played it about 2 times and I just didn't really get all the hype associated with it. I just feel like there are other games with a similar mechanism that does it better. So, that's it. My number 2 disappointment for 2019 is Dungonology by Ludus Magnus Studios. I wanted to like this game really bad, and I actually did an unboxing and a playthrough of it, which I'll link below to those videos. But it just felt slow and boring to me. I didn't enjoy it at all. But hopefully I'm waiting for the solo mode to come out with some of the extra pieces. Should be here, I think, first quarter 2020. I'm gonna hold on to the game until then and see exactly how it plays, if it brings anything to the table. But as of right now, it's probably in the pile of games to go out the door. And then my last game that I was kind of disappointed in this year was Sorcerer City by Druid City Games, and it has nothing to do with the fact it has bad gameplay. It has to do with the fact that I was excited for the game when I backed it on Kickstarter. By the time it got here, I just wasn't interested in it anymore. So it could be a great game. I don't know. It just, I had so much other games to play. I couldn't just carve out a section of time to open it up and play it. So I wound up just turning around and selling it for what I backed it for on Kickstarter, so someone else will love it. I mean, the coins alone looked gorgeous. I thought they looked great, but it was just that, I guess, cult of the new, and you're excited for it, but then when you actually get it in your hands, you're not interested in it anymore. So I got rid of it and let someone else enjoy it. I'm sure that they will. Alright, enough of the negativity. Let's get into some games that just didn't make my list for 2019. Okay, number 1 on the list that didn't make it just because I haven't had a chance to play it enough, On Mars by Vita Lacerda. Now, if you've played Lacerda games before, you know this is sort of like a worker placement style game with really only one worker that you're moving around. But the choices you have to make are very complex. You have to know when to stay in orbit and when to go down in the colony to build, and just try to get everything moving in a smooth fashion so you can get the most amount of victory points every round. I love Lacerda games. I've said it before, and I think I did an unboxing of it, and I'll post that link below. It is terrific. It is not too difficult, but it's not too easy. I would say it's mostly similar to, I want to say it's not as heavy as Kanban, but maybe more so. Maybe it's a little less heavier than Lisboa. Lisboa just has some kind of weird rules to it. But I can't wait to get this to the table again and play it some more. I've only got maybe 2-3 plays, so I wasn't sure if I was adding it to the list of 2019, but this is going to be a great game, and I look forward to playing it a lot. Okay, the next game that didn't make it onto the list is Dark Venture by Gilded Skull Studios. Dark Venture is a 1 to 4 player dungeon delving game where you walk around your encampment well, you're not technically in a dungeon, but you walk around, you generate the map as you play the game, and when you get into certain things, you would read the backstory behind the land to see if something happens to you. It's basically a choose your own adventure game that plays great solo. I haven't yet played it with more people, so I'm not able to put this on my top 10 game list. So Dark Venture, I missed out on the Kickstarter. I was able to get a copy after the Kickstarter shipped. Played it a few times. Maybe I think I got 2 plays out of it solo, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great choose your own adventure style game that I'm really excited for. I kind of dig those choose your own adventure type of games. And the artwork's a little weird. I don't hate it, I don't love it, but it's really good for the game. So if you're looking for a good solo dungeon crawl and you can find it somewhere, I would definitely pick it up. I plan on giving it some more plays, just because I only got 2 solo plays down. I didn't feel comfortable adding it to my top 10 list. Number 3 on my list is Abomination: Heir of Frankenstein. Now this game came out in 2019. I've only got to play it once so far. I got it from Secret Santa gift exchange on Board Game Geek, and when the game came out, I really wanted to play it. I'm very interested in this game. It's only got 1 play, so I really can't give a good review on it right now. So Abomination seems like it's really good. I got through maybe a little bit of 1 play to learn the rules. It seems very time consuming, but it seems like a lot of fun where you are trying to piece together body parts to create another monster. So it's a little gruesome. It's definitely for a mature audience, but other than that, it seems like it would be really fun. I also printed out solo rules, and I believe there is a mode on Board Game Geek to make the game go faster, because I know it does take a little while long to play. So I look forward to checking that out some more this year. Okay, and the last game on the list is Trismegistus. I think I pronounced that right. Trismegistus is a 1 to 4 player dice drafting game where you're trying to refine formulas to become this great sorcerer type thing. I've only played the game once, so I'm not super comfortable with it so far. So Trismegistus I was looking at for a long time. I love a good dice drafting game, and this seemed right up my alley, and the theme was really good too, where you're refining chemicals slowly into gold, almost Philosopher's Stone-ish. I got to the table once. I really didn't get through a playthrough because it is a little heavy, and I'm not exactly sure on the rules, but the theme and the gameplay alone are going to make me come back to this game to definitely give it another shot. And then finally, the last 2 games, I'm not sure they should be on the list because they're not new games, but for number 5, it's a tie between Castles of Burgundy 20th Anniversary Edition and Kingdom Hearts Talisman. Now, Castles of Burgundy 20th Anniversary Edition has all of the expansions inside of the box, which is really nice. I understood that there were some printing issues with the punch boards not being aligned right, but my copy is fine. Now I just need to find a way to organize it. So Castles of Burgundy is a great game. Really enjoyed it. The 20th Anniversary Edition adds a solo mode, and it also adds all the different expansions that came out, so it really gives the game a lot more. I know a lot of people weren't very happy with it because it was either missing something, or they had bad punch boards, or they expected more for 20th Anniversary Edition because you're not getting any bigger parts. But if you really wanted to get all the extra expansions, this was an easy way to do it. So I got that, and it's super fun. Kingdom Hearts Talisman. Talisman is sort of like a Monopoly role-playing game where you roll the dice, you move around the board, you either take a card or you do what it says, you try to get to the center to win the game. Me, personally, I am not a big fan of Talisman. I've played it before. I find it very long, very drawn out, and kind of boring sometimes. On the other hand, I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, and I thought that this reskin was super interesting. And I think they really need to do more with the Kingdom Hearts license. I'm a big fan of it. So it plays just like Talisman, nothing different. It's definitely not going to be on my top 10 list. Even if it was the best version of Talisman ever created. But it was good, maybe somewhere in the top 20? Maybe? I don't know. But, so, there you have it. I think that is my definitive list of games for 2019. I know there are a lot of games I haven't talked about that came out either because I did play them or they just sort of fell short of my personal favorite games for 2019. 2020 just started. I think it is going to be another terrific year for board gaming, and I really look forward to seeing what comes out. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe to get notified whenever I upload new videos. Go ahead and ring that bell too if you get a chance. I appreciate it. Any questions or comments, please post them below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.